That missed call you ignored today, the one from a number you didn't recognize, it wasn't just a wrong number or a telemarketer hanging up. It was a machine, and it wasn't trying to reach you. It was trying to reach your voicemail. For most people, that's just a nuisance, a digital pest they dismiss without a second thought. But it's not a nuisance. It's the first step in a quiet, automated burglary that's happening right now, in thousands of homes, using a tool you willingly created, your own helpful, polite, and dangerously detailed voicemail greeting. That friendly message is a bigger risk than you know. The truth is, your voicemail has become one of the most unguarded backdoors to your identity. Scammers are no longer just after your name or number. They're after the sound of your voice. We call this threat voicemail voice theft. It's an engineered system designed to harvest the one thing that feels uniquely yours, your voice signature, and turn it into a weapon. It works because it exploits your politeness, your desire to be helpful even when you're not there. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to shut that back door, lock it permanently, and build a wall around your identity that these thieves cannot break through. Here's how the theft begins. An automated system, sometimes called a war dialer, places thousands of calls per minute. It's not looking for a conversation. Its only goal is to find active phone lines that roll over to voicemail. The moment it hears your greeting, it does two things. It flags your number as active and belonging to a real person, and it makes a perfect, high-quality digital recording of your message. You never even know it happened. You just see another missed call from a strange number and delete it. But for the thief, the mission was a success. They now have their raw material. And here's the thing. That raw material isn't just your name and number. It's the unique cadence and pitch of your voice. It's a pristine audio sample, a voice signature that you provided voluntarily. This is the critical component needed for AI voice cloning. Sophisticated software can take that short recording of you saying, "Hi, you've reached," and analyze its biometric properties. In minutes, it can generate a realistic, synthetic version of your voice, one that can say anything. Your helpful message isn't just a courtesy anymore. It's a free voice donation to a criminal enterprise, and they are putting it to work immediately in ways that are deeply disturbing. So what do they do with your cloned voice? First, they can use it to defeat security systems. Many major banks like Chase and TD Ameritrade now use voice signature biometrics to authorize transfers or access account information. Your cloned voice is designed specifically to fool these systems, but far more devastating is its use in personal attacks. The AI-generated voice is used to make frantic, terrifying calls to your loved ones. This is the engine behind the modern grandparent scam, where a family member receives a call from what sounds exactly like you, claiming you're in an emergency and need money wired immediately. This isn't a theoretical danger. It's a real, mechanized system that is actively defrauding people right now. This is exactly what happened to Margaret, a 74-year-old retired librarian from Ohio. Margaret always prided herself on being thoughtful and polite, and her voicemail message reflected that. It was warm, clear, and welcoming. "You've reached the home of Margaret Sorensen. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message." It's a message so many of us have recorded. It feels like the right thing to do. For Margaret, that instinct for courtesy was turned against her. An automated system recorded that greeting, and her voice, her unique, trusting voice, was stolen without her ever knowing it. She just kept seeing a few extra hang-up calls. 2 weeks later, Margaret's daughter got a call. Her phone rang, and when she answered, she heard her mother's voice, choked with panic. The voice said she'd been in a terrible car accident, that she was injured, and that she needed $1,500 wired immediately to the hospital to cover fees before they would treat her. Hearing the sheer terror in what she believed was her mother's voice, she didn't hesitate. She sent the money instantly. Only later, after calling her mother back to check on her, did she discover the horrifying truth. Margaret was perfectly fine, at home, tending to her garden. Margaret was never in an accident. She was completely unaware that her own voice had been digitally kidnapped and used as a precision weapon against the person who loves her most. Her daughter wasn't fooled because she was careless. She was fooled because the scam was built on an emotional truth. The sound of a loved one in distress overrides everything. The system worked perfectly. It targeted a polite person, stole their voice, and weaponized the sound of trust itself. This isn't just Margaret's story, it's a warning about what could happen to yours. This kind of fraud is exploding. It's not a small group of criminals, it's a global industry. According to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, financial losses from elder fraud skyrocketed to over $3.4 billion in 2023 alone. A huge portion of those losses came from scams that started with a simple phone call. These are not isolated incidents. They are organized, technologically sophisticated campaigns being run at an industrial scale. The people behind them are not pranksters. They are professionals whose full-time job is to refine these techniques for maximum profit, and they're getting better at it every single day. And the threat is evolving. It used to be that these scams required a live person to trick you. Now technology has made them far more efficient. Automated war dialing systems do the initial work, sifting through millions of numbers to find targets. Then AI voice cloning provides the perfect disguise. They have effectively automated the most difficult part of the scam, gaining your trust. They don't need to build rapport, they just need to borrow your voice for 30 seconds. This hybrid threat, combining old-school social engineering with cutting-edge AI, is what makes voicemail voice theft so incredibly dangerous and difficult to spot. But this entire sophisticated system has a fatal flaw. It's a single point of failure. The whole operation, from the automated dialer to the AI voice clone, relies on one thing: you giving them a clean, clear, detailed voice sample in your greeting. It needs you to confirm your name. It needs you to confirm it's an active line. It needs you to cooperate without knowing you're cooperating. So what happens when you stop giving them what they need? What happens when you turn off the supply of free data? You break the chain and the entire scam falls apart. This is where we take back control. The primary defense is a powerful protocol I call the anonymous greeting. It's not a complicated piece of technology. It's a simple, strategic change to your behavior that starves the criminal system of the one thing it needs to operate: your voice. The scam is built on the assumption that you will be polite and detailed. The anonymous greeting works by denying them that courtesy. It makes your voicemail a black hole for their data harvesting. It's a simple act of refusal, and in this fight, refusal is your strongest weapon. You're not just protecting your voice, you're making yourself an unprofitable target. Here's how it works. The scammer's automated system needs a high-quality audio file of you speaking, preferably stating your name, to build its AI model. It needs confirmation that it has reached a specific, real person. Your old message: "Hi, you've reached John Smith, please leave a message," is a perfect data packet. It delivers your name and voice signature in one neat bundle. The anonymous greeting, however, offers them nothing. It's generic, it's impersonal. It confirms only that a number has been reached, not who owns it. The automated system can't use it, so it moves on, searching for an easier, more cooperative target. So let's put this into action right now. The first step is to audit your greeting. Pull out your phone and listen to your own voicemail message. Listen to it with a scammer's ears. Does it contain any of the 3 numbers, your phone number, your address number, or a number detailing how long you'll be away? Does it contain your full name? If the answer is yes to any of those questions, that message is a liability. It's an open invitation for data miners. That message needs to be deleted today, right now. Next, you're going to record the safe script. This is step 2, and it's simple. Replace your old message with these exact words: "You've reached this number. Please leave a message and I will return your call." That's it, nothing more. It's polite enough, but it gives away absolutely zero personal information. It forces any legitimate caller to identify themselves and their purpose first, putting you back in control of the information exchange. I know it might feel a little abrupt or impersonal, but your safety is so much more important than a stranger's fleeting impression of your warmth. Finally, the third and most important step for protecting your family: establish a safe word. This is for your inner circle only: your spouse, your children, your closest friends. Decide on a secret word or a funny, specific question that only your family would know the answer to. Tell them that if they ever receive a frantic phone call from you asking for money or help, they must ask the caller for that safe word. If the person on the other end falters or can't provide it, they must hang up immediately. No emotion, no hesitation. This simple agreement is a firewall for your family's hearts and their bank accounts. But what if you realize your voicemail has been broadcasting your name and voice for years? What if you're worried you've already been targeted? First, and I need you to hear this, take a deep breath. This is not your fault. You were targeted not because you are foolish, but because you are a good, trustworthy person. You were being polite. These are professional manipulators who have built a billion-dollar industry by exploiting that exact quality. Being targeted is not a reflection of your intelligence. It's a confirmation that you are the kind of person they are paid to find. You did nothing wrong. Now let's move from worry to action. Here's your 24-hour recovery plan. First, before you do anything else, re-record your voicemail with the safe script we just discussed. Close that door immediately. Second, call your bank and any other financial institution you work with. Ask them, do you use voice biometric security on my account? If they do, tell them you want to add an extra layer of security, like a verbal password or PIN. Third, and most importantly, call your immediate family members today. Tell them about AI voice scams and establish your family safe word right now. Finally, you can take the fight back to them. Report the fraud. Go to the official government website, reportfraud.ftc.gov. It's run by the Federal Trade Commission, and it's the central nervous system for tracking and building cases against these criminal operations. Reporting any suspicious calls helps them identify patterns and shut these networks down. It's free, it's fast, and it's an essential part of the solution. Taking these steps is about more than just cleaning up a potential risk. It's about seizing control, hardening the target, and knowing you've made your family safer than they were yesterday. You have this knowledge now. You can see the threat that's hidden in plain sight. But think for a moment. Who in your life doesn't know this? Your mom or dad? A friend who lives by themselves? That kind neighbor who is always so helpful and trusting? Picture them right now, their phone ringing with a number they don't know. Picture their warm, friendly voicemail greeting playing for a machine that was built to steal it. They are vulnerable at this very moment, and they have no idea. You might be one of the only people who can change that for them. Please, take just a moment to share this video. Not for the channel, not for me, but for them. Sharing this information is a genuine act of protection. It's a quiet way of looking out for the people you care about, of extending this shield to cover them too. In a world that preys on trust, we have to be the ones who defend it. Because protecting the people we love is all that really matters.